Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. You're going to climb the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb it up. So, if that's all, then okay, I'll try. I squat at the base of the tree and let her to climb up on me. Up you go! I stagger a bit, but I managed to stand. I feel like I'm one of the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Suzu reaches as far as she can with her hand, and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm here. Suzu shows me her hands. It's only the object that was stuck in the branches. Got dog collar. A collar? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog? I wonder we'll throw it away? Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, let's put an inscription on the inside of the collar. Enta. How are you supposed to pronounce that? The pictures on the tree. In the west side of the forest, we find a tree covered in strange photos of man, and they all have large nails driven deep into their eyes. They're likely all dead. Is it some kind of warning that man will be killed? I spot something when I look up to the tree. It's hard to get down, but it turns out to be a dog collar. Does it belong to the dog we saw at the entrance? In the branches of the tree. That article on Seiko we found in the garage said the body of her pet dog was found in the forest. Was it killed chasing after the culprits? Since she even brought it on her trip to Greece with her fiancé right before she was abducted. It looks like the dog's name's on a collar, but how do you pronounce that? Enta. Doesn't look like English. Around the tree covered in photos. In the bushes below the tree, I found a dirty instant camera. The back reads, "Take a picture, flash included." That voice then whispers to me again, to see is to perceive light. Light. Things that emit light. The camera. I bet Seiko Hasegawa detested that light. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed towards me. Oh, what should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what that has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. I consider my options. I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show it the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. "Mr. Ichigo, don't move!" but I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me, so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard, then prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretend not to hear it threaten me. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. That collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said Enta. What should I call it? Genta. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then, the dog turns around and quietly slinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. Pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be supernatural. I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for. You're right. A sound like a rope creaks above my head. Silhouettes swinging in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shuddered with dread. Are those people? Suzu gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. The things hanging by the necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank? Or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth will be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're all mannequins. Okay. Suzu replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. A doll is mercilessly hanging by its neck. Grabbing onto it, to stop it from swaying, I open the end and take what's inside. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. It's that dog. Suzu, be careful. No, it's okay now. It won't attack us anymore. It's that dog from before. It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. It's the place where that dog was digging. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. You're going to dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools. Please. Okay. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted, I looked down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then, I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. Once, assault you. Now you, rest in peace. What needed to be done. Now I die here. This forest, you passed away. New song, one to listen, heaven. The note hands there. The 3 cassette tapes. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But there's tapes. She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? They look like the remains, as if asking them the question. Of course, it's not going to reply. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. The last. The voice follows silence. The last? Wait a second. The last what? Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything. It's nothing. Sorry. Just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take the tapes with us. Identifying suicide victim. We find a skeleton buried in the ground with a worn suicide note and cassette tapes. Strangely enough, the contents of the note match up with the rumors of the fiancé's death and what was in that other note. This is just a guess, but if I'm right, the song on these tapes probably contain his thoughts and feelings. If the corpse is her fiancé, then the tapes may have songs he made, or ones that are meaningful to them. So then what was the whisper of the last trying to tell me? Did he want his fiancée to hear the last song? The dog that guided us here is definitely the ruined form of their beloved pet. If I can manage to connect all of this together when we face Hanayome. The mark burns scarlet. Down half an hour until death closes in. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shit, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu? Suzu? Hey, can you hear me? Yeah. It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside and gripping the wheel. The mansion, I need to go back there for now. I glance through the rear view mirror and Suzu in the backseat. Suzu is staring vacantly out of the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. A state player is laying on its side in a passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange. That's all. That's why I tell myself as I make a U-turn. No matter how many times I go back. Damn it. Why am I here again? No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? I turn the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my hand. T-Mountain. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turn the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns, as if it was laying in wait for me. In the end, we're back here. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. The mark is dyed a deep crimson. Sunrise, a few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. I've got Ada's radio cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. So, didn't you? I know, you stoic. I quickly grabbed the instant camera and used the flash. The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye. The spirit standing there, looking down at me. The camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? I stick Charm Song into the tape player and press the play button. Listen over them, dear. The spirit responds to the song. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? I stick Echo Ballad into the tape player and press the play button. I love. The spirit responds to the song. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? I stick mine into the tape player and press the play button. I don't know. This one. The spirit responds to the song. The spirit is right in front of me. Hey, let me listen to the newest. I stick mine to the tape player and press the play button. Yes. That song was finished. A dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. Again, is this where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting. There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now. Hanayome. Suzu is back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. But mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark, after all. Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate. Turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Hanayome vanished, I thought I got a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her help her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Huh? The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? Hello? On the other end of the line is a gentle voice of a woman. I'm so very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please, excuse me. Was that a wrong number or something? I was a little panicked, but now I relax. I step out of the booth and get into the car with Suzu. Welcome back, Mr. Ichigo. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. I've read a ton of comics about exorcism, so I thought I could help. Good job to you too, Suzu. Everything went okay? Yeah, it's all thanks to him. Oh yeah? I bet I could have done a better job than him. I awaited your return, Lord Ichigo. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations. Though it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Mr. Ichigo, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says H Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Kuju's signature is in the corner. The Kuju family's guardians were housed here, so it makes sense that this was here. Go on, read it. Most of it is about how H Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Miri told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about H Shrine Go Shintai, the item that houses the deity spirit. This shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called Nenjibutsu. The Nenjibutsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder what it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. Keim Yamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down that dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged. And then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with a shaved hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled the headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back, but the wound was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from H Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into at least. Oh, before I forget, you should take these too. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to go see my dad too. You need to go somewhere to see him? My mom and dad got divorced. Oh. Yeah. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that, and he started seeing some other lady. I understand. You don't have to say more. I guess Suzu's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young. I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. So that's why I wanted to ask Hanayome where Dad is. I see. I hope you get to see him. Me too. Okay, good night. I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought it out here after all. So if something had happened to her, I just... Hey, are you alright? I'm so glad she's okay. The hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. You should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone, and I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. There's no reason that you for stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Chris's smile turns right. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Now then, Lord Ichigo, please find me when you are ready. Farewell.